Hey guys, what's going on? This is part 2 of our Shimano 2025 current low profile bait casting reel. In the first video, we took on everything from Caius up to Corrado. In this video, we're going to go from there all the way up to the top level of Aldebaran, or Antares, I should say. But if you could do me a favor, click subscribe down below. That makes sure our videos get into your feed. Also, click get notifications. And if you have any questions or comments about what we're talking about, leave a comment down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Love having conversations with you guys, and if you need to find out maybe more about a specific reel or how it will apply to your situation, do me a favor, just leave your comment down below. All right, let's get going on the one reel that everybody keeps asking me about when it's going to be redone, and that would be Chronarch MGL. For some reason, I don't know what it is about the Chronarch MGL. People keep asking. It's been 7 years or 6 years or 8 years. I don't know exactly how long it's been since we last saw a new Chronarch. The Chronarch MGL, I have not heard or seen anything about this reel moving forward. So the Bantam A is where we saw a lot of technology come through. It was the Bantam before this was the first Shimano low profile bait casting reel that we saw the core solid unibody design. Well, Bantam A is its next generation. It also shares that core solid body, but it also got a major upgrade when it went to Infinity Drive, which was their newest drive system, combined with X-Ship, micro module gear, SARB bearings, Hagane all metal body. All that stuff really made for this to be a torque monster. That core solid body keeps everything in tune, but also transmits a lot of vibration to the hand. So at that $360 mark, you've got SVS Infinity with that external dial. That actually is what they modeled the SLX XT after when it comes to that external dial, and the new Corrado 300, or sorry, the Tranx 300 core solid. But really more so is what you're seeing is a really powerful bait casting reel with Infinity Drive that is available in both left and right-handed in 3 gear ratios. Coming in with a 6.2, a 7.1, and 8.1 to 1 in both left and right-handed, this reel is an absolute workhorse. We're talking all metal construction, really designed for the toughest conditions in bait casting. Ranging from 7.6 to 7.9 ounces in weight, the line capacities are that of your standard Shimano 150, as are the drag pressures with its cross-carbon drags coming in at 11 pounds. Again, this is a reel that offers anglers a ton of features, a lot of bearings, a lot of everything, and really at a pretty good price point at $360. Now, looking very similar with a little bit darker coloring comes in the Metanium MGL, which is the same core solid platform as the Bantam A. They look very similar. The main difference between these two reels would be the magnesium frame of the Metanium versus the aluminum frame that you get in the Bantam. But you still have all that great core solid frame, external SVS Infinity, micro module gearing, MGL spool 3, SARB bearings, Infinity Drive. All of these features are available in the Metanium MGL. Now this reel comes at probably the biggest price gap between Bantam at $360 US to $450 for Metanium MGL, but it has the same gear ratios also available as you see in the Bantam at 6.2, 7.1, and 8.1 to 1. Again, this is about lightweight power, core solid frame, lots of vibration into the hand, very sensitive reels, and a lot of bearings. SARB bearings make it very, very smooth when combined with Infinity Drive and the micro module gearing. The other thing you get with this when comparing it to the Bantams, which has 8+1 bearings, you go to 10+1 SARB shielded anti-rust bearings with the Metanium MGL. Now, sticking in that $450 US price point, $449.99, I should say, we move over to Aldebaran MGL. Now, Aldebaran MGL is one of Shimano's lightest weight, low profile bait casters, rocking in at a very impressive 4.8 ounces in weight. That has a lot to do with its magnesium frame, small size, small spool capacity, and loaded with absolute features. This is a 50 size spool, so one of the smallest spools available outside of BFS that you get in Shimano, and it's only available in 1 gear ratio, both left and right-handed, and that would be a 7.4 to 1. Now, when it comes to the drag pressure on this 50 size reel, it comes in at 10 pounds of stopping power, has 9+1 shielded anti-rust bearings. And again, if we talk line capacity, let's just go through so you understand what a 50 size spool can hold. When we're talking about 10-pound test, mono or fluoro, you're getting 70 yards of line capacity. And when you're talking 40-pound Power Pro, you can hold 60 yards. So really, it's a reel that's designed for really close contact fishing. So accurate in tight quarters fishing with a very light 4.8 ounce reel for flipping and pitching. A number of things can be done with this reel. The one feature this reel does not have that Metanium and Bantam both have would be the infinity drive technology, but it still has X-ship, micro module gearing, all that stuff that has given Shimano so much power in their low profile bait casting reel. Now, sticking in the Aldebaran family for another $10 at $460 or $459.99 would be Aldebaran BFS. It is Shimano's highest level for North America for a BFS offering, coming in at 4.6 ounces, so super lightweight. Still has the FTB finesse tune braking system that we saw introduced in Corrado BFS. Again, this is a BFS bait finesse reel designed for a super lightweight, low startup inertia reel, designed to cast baits 1/8 of an ounce and under. Finesse tune brake, again, is that braking that's been put into the side plate or the palming side plate rather than being attached to that spool. With this MGL Spool 3, this is one gear ratio, 7.8 to 1, I believe it is, both left and right-handed, bringing in 28 inches of line per handle turn. And like the Corrado BFS, this one also has exciting drag sound, so you have a drag clicker built into it. That is the Aldebaran BFS, really the ultimate BFS reel that's available from Shimano. All right, we're nearing the end of Shimano's low profile and we're getting up in price and features, so let's go through the next reel. The smallest DC reel ever made has to be now the Metanium DC-A. This comes in at $500 US. The one thing about this reel is it has Shimano's latest IDC-5 braking that has external adjustability, not only for the braking from the microcomputer, but also you can select the line type you're using. So whether you're using a nylon line, a fluorocarbon line, or a PE, which would be braided line, you can quickly adjust that now from the outside of the reel, where the previous generation of IDC-5 braking, you had to go internally. Now, the Metanium DC only weighs in at 6.2 or 6.3 ounces, depending on the gear ratio, and is available in a 7.1 and 8.1 to 1, both left and right-handed. 11 pounds of stopping power with the cross-carbon drags, and I believe there's 10+1 SARB shielded anti-rust bearings in this reel. All right, so getting into the $549.99 price point, we end up at Antares B, the top of the list when it comes to Shimano's low-profile baitcasting reel, as Antares is the flagship in low-profile baitcasting, much like Stella is on the freshwater side. So this reel, the big difference is you get all these bonuses you've seen in all these reels. The big thing with this one would be the newest generation of MGL Spool 4, and that is a reversed spool taper in that spool, super lightweight, super low startup inertia for better line management. SVS Infinity braking obviously is a standard in this, as are micro module gears, the Hagane metal frame, X-ship, all the stuff that we've seen, silent tune, all of the additional features. So this is a reel that's loaded with everything Shimano really has to offer, with the exception of infinity drive, which is not in this reel. Now, to go along with silent tune, which we've seen starting all the way down in the SLX lineup, and as we move into Corrado, it switches from being an O-ring to an actual slight spring pressure on either side of the spool. This one also has silent drive, so they've really tightened up the tolerances between the pinion and drive gear in this reel, making it even smoother under load, especially giving you better contact between the micro module gears, both pinion and drive gear. Now, this reel is available in two gear ratios, 7.4 and 7.8 to 1 in both left and right-handed, so there's not a ton of gap between the gear ratios. I believe they come in at 34 and 36 inches of line per handle turn, respectively. The other thing about this reel, I believe it has 11+1 sealed anti-rust bearings, so SARB bearing. Now, the Antares B weighs in at 7.6 ounces and kicks out 11 pounds of stopping power, but it is ultimately the top level baitcast reel at $550 for Shimano's low profile family. So in summary, Depending on your budget, there is something that can help you out. With everything starting with VBS braking down to the Caius to SVS Infinity all the way up to the Antares and everything in between, the technologies in Shimano truly are trickle down. Anytime you want to see what's coming to the market, you can pretty much look at the top reel that has most recently been released, and that's where your technology is going to come to. What we're seeing over and over again with Shimano, and we've especially seen it on the spinning side, is that Shimano's technologies are pervasive throughout their lineup, and it is a trickle down. So keep your eye open for the top level reels to tell you what's coming in the future to your favorite model, pretty much no matter what the price point is. Eventually, they all trickle down and get lower and lower into the lineup. There you have it, guys. That is a wrap on our Shimano 2025 current baitcasting low profile reels. If you could do me a favor, down below, click subscribe. Also hit get notifications. That makes sure our videos get into your feed. Over 80% of the people that actually watch our videos are not subscribed. So by subscribing, that'll make sure you're up to date when we do new videos. If you have any questions or comments about the reels we talked about, please leave a comment down below. And that is just about everything about Shimano's current 2025 low-profile baitcasters. I hope you guys are all staying safe. I hope everybody's having fun. Most importantly, I hope you're all catching fish. We're going to catch you on the next video.